You're listening to Truth on Tap with host Kevin Kirsten.
There it is, man. I know you recognize that voice. I'm going to give you a pop quiz coming up, Capitals fans. Who was it? Who was it?
Some say that karma is a bitch.
Yeah, well.
Some say that karma is a bitch.
Karma is a bitch, but when are we getting our payback? 1974, people.
Okay, so last week I had to travel to
Now, this is the girl that stayed in a haunted hotel. You look at what the Caps do in the playoffs, you'd be scared too. I'd rather stay in a haunted hotel. It's the big show. You're listening to the off-spin of Truth on Tap, which is Caps on Tap, by a lifelong fan since 1974. You know, all angles need to be taken into account when you're dealing with a team that needs advice. And why not listen to a lifelong Caps fan about his view and include it in your big picture? Every year, it seems like the Washington Capitals find a way to lose at the end of the year, but they can't figure out how to avoid that during the middle and later stages of the regular season. And they're doing so well. And what I've seen over the past 3 or 4 years especially is this great performance, and then as the season goes on, when you get to the midpoint or beyond, you see a little bit of slacking, like 1 goal or 2 goals is enough. The Caps for the last 3 years solidly have, once they get a 1-goal lead, they think they've won. They stop skating. Now, this was not true the last half of last regular season, probably because Oates got on them about it, I would suspect. Now, I'm an old dog. You know, I was around when Oates was actually playing for the Caps, and I know how he thinks. I don't know how much of that has changed since his playing days, but I don't think it has much. And people are pretty well shaped by the age of 30. So what are we going to do? What do we have in the lineup here? I'm taking a look at the 2014 roster. You'll see some new names there. Grabowski will probably be more of a presence. You've got Casey Wellman coming in there. He's a right-hander, and he's a center as well. You have Andre Burakovsky coming in at left wing, and he's a lefty. Let's see, Volpatti, Volsky, they've been around here and again. Brandon Siegel, Matt Watkins, Tom Wilson, the youngin. He made a few appearances last year, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the other guys, Cameron Schilling. Now, and then Tyson Strahan. Cameron Schilling, where did we get him from? I don't know. Maybe some people will come in on the chat and help me with that. And then in goal, you have your Grubauer, Holtby, and Nuvi. There are some unsung heroes on the Capitals team. There are some very hard workers that work to the tune that Brooks Laich plays. And as you know, he is our workhorse, always has been, for the time he's been with us. But what I don't hear enough about is Mr. Jason Chimera. What about him? You remember him? Yeah. Speed is one thing, but his work ethic is another thing. I mean, the man digs in, and he digs in hard, and he just won't stop. We are going to continue this show on another browser, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out and call this because we're having problems with chat and everything else. Well, let me go ahead and just try it. No, it's not letting me do it. This is Firefox, and it's giving me problems. So I'm going to resume the show. I'll probably end up deleting this one.